September 29th, 2024, a man's body rolled in a tarp is found on the side of the road. This is Hold My Sweet Tea. How you doing? I'm Pearl.
And I'm Holly. And I've got an update for the Travis Decker case. So it's been, 3 months now? And they still haven't found him.
Good Lord. Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah. And they have done extensive searches. They did release results from the DNA that they took and the autopsies and all that stuff. So it said that 2 of the daughters had 2 separate bags over their heads. So he put 2 bags over their heads. And the third one had 3 bags over her head. And then in addition to the plastic bags, there were like cable ties in the area and stuff. So he had suffocated them with these bags and cable ties around them. Like, that's just crazy.
Yeah.
But they submitted all of this into evidence and sent it to the lab for DNA. And on August 6th, the crime lab reported that the DNA profiles matching Travis Decker were found on the plastic bags and the cable ties. So it was 100%
He did it.
He did it.
To his own kids.
Mm-hmm. To his own kids. Because there was still like that whole thing like, well, maybe somebody kidnapped him. Maybe somebody killed his kids.
So they're just trying to like
him.
rule out any other suspects at this moment.
There was nobody else's like DNA evidence anywhere on that scene.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah. So, but he's still out there and he needs to be found.
Yeah. Interesting little mini update there.
I was like, just wanted to update on that one because I've been following it and hoping that they would catch him. I'm sure the girls' mothers would, definitely like an update on that.
Yeah, absolutely. Crazy. I'm sure they'd like to see that come to an end.
Yes,
with
absolutely.
him anyway. Ay.
So what are we getting into today?
Not much better than that. At least it doesn't involve children. But
well, that's good.
So we're going to talk about the murder of Dr. William Nicholas Abraham. He was born in Clarksdale, Mississippi on December 28th, 1954. He had 4 brothers and 3 sisters. Busy parents.
Right. I don't know. My parents had 5 of us, so.
Yeah.
But nowadays, more than 2 kids, there's no way you can afford that.
Oh, gosh. My little family is so complicated because my mom and dad, which, by the way, fun fact.
Yeah.
Their names are Mary and Joseph. I always tell everyone they had Satan, though, my brother.
Right.
Voldemort. I joke.
Chicken Voldemort.
He's not Satan. But anyway.
He acted like it, though.
He and I are the only 2 from that union.
Right.
When they divorced, Dad had 2 more boys with another woman. Mm-hmm. And we had a stepbrother from that.
Yeah.
And then my mother has 2 girls who also have different dads from each other.
Ah, okay.
My mama a hoochie. No, I'm just kidding.
Your mom was listening to this right now going, she's raising her fist at you. I know she is.
She's probably over there shaking her finger. Stupid.
Yep. Yes.
And now she's laughing because I mimicked.
Yeah, what she said.
But, yeah. So.
Yeah. So, I mean, big families are out there. I mean, I've had relatives that had very large families, but.
Oh, yeah.
Me, I'm like one and done.
I think I
can't afford more than that.
Less common now than it used to be.
Yes.
So he had attended Clarksdale High, and after graduating there, he would go to attend St. Ben's Seminary, which is in Covington, Louisiana.
Oh.
But he'd also attend the University of Southern Miss and Indiana University, all leading to his master's degree in divinity and theology of the Sacred Heart School of Theology.
Interesting.
He would also earn a PhD in counseling from Marquette University, a business administration and management degree from Concordia International University.
He's a busy man.
And a certification in counseling from LSU.
But wait, there's more. No.
Right. It seems like a never-ending list.
Well, I mean, his thirst for knowledge.
Yeah, is the big one. So he was known as Dr. Nick by most people. So we're just going to refer to him as Dr. Nick.
Okay.
Obviously, he was a counselor, motivational speaker. He was a recording artist, an author, a teacher, and even a Catholic priest at one time.
Wow. He did have a lot going on.
Yeah, he did. In his life, he would gain more than 30 years' experience treating substance abuse, depression and anxiety, and providing psychotherapy and psychoeducation to individuals of all ages in Baton Rouge and surrounding communities. So he was known outside of Baton Rouge, but that's where he lived and where he practiced. He was also known to work with the LGBTQ plus community, assisting with working through identity issues, acceptance, and any struggles that they could be dealing with within their families.
That's amazing.
So he was out there just trying to help.
Mm-hmm. Not judging.
He was a familiar face in Baton Rouge, having appeared on TV as a mental health therapist. So I think he did something in conjunction with one of the news channels.
Yeah.
His former attorney, Jarrett Ambo, would tell WYMT that he was shocked by his death and how brutal it was. He said, quote, "I'm absolutely devastated and completely surprised that something like that could have happened to a man who I believe to be so tender, so gentle, and to have such a servant's heart," which we just talked about.
Right.
All
That's
the
what I'm
stuff he
saying.
would
It
help
sounded
do.
like he was there to help people. And
Yeah.
that's so sad when somebody like that
And he had
passes.
right. His
Mhm.
family and all of his friends completely devastated, in a major way after losing him. So, everybody's not without issue. Everybody has their things that happen in life.
Yeah.
So in 2015, Dr. Nick was accused of molesting an 11-year-old patient during a session. The boy was allegedly so upset that after that session, he told his parents he would never go back to that doctor again. He's like, I don't ever want to see him again. I don't think he actually expressed what had happened to his parents or the reason why he didn't want to go until he actually started seeing his new therapist. And the boy would tell the new counselor about the alleged molestation during his counseling session he had last with
Poor
Dr.
kid.
Nick. The doctor, of course, was arrested and booked into East Baton Rouge prison and later released after posting a $25,000 bond. This case actually was never brought to trial. DA Hiller Moore told WAFB that while there was probable cause for an arrest, his office had to determine if the evidence supported the burden at trial, which is proof beyond a reasonable doubt. The matter was under review by his office for approximately 2 years. After considering all available evidence, he said the best interest of the child and the lack of any inculpatory statements by the arrestee, they ultimately declined to institute formal charges. So did he do it? Did he not do it?
Right.
We don't know. But there was that accusation.
Was it the only accusation or?
Apparently it was.
Okay.
Like, there's nothing else I saw, no other arrests, no other anything like that, that I could find on him. But on the morning of September 29th, police would receive reports of a suspicious-looking rolled-up tarp on the side of the road. This tarp was located on the side of Highway 51 between Fluker and Tangipahoa. When police arrived, they discovered the body of a man inside the tarp. It was pretty obvious this was not where he was killed.
Yeah. He was dumped there.
He was just, dumped there. By the next day, TPSO confirmed that the body found inside the tarp was 69-year-old Dr. William Nicholas Abraham. They also released photos of a person of interest. This was the person who was last seen driving with Dr. Nick. I say this loosely because I think it's more like it's the last person seen driving his car.
Oh, okay.
And not necessarily him in general.
Mm-hmm.
So the Tangipahoa Coroner's Office was also able to release a preliminary cause of death, and they did rule it a homicide, and that he had died by blunt force trauma to his head, neck, and shoulders. Sheriff Gerald Sticker told Unfiltered with Kieran.
I love her.
Yes, me too. It was quite obvious from the scene it was a very violent, very physical encounter, and the evidence speaks to the coroner's finding. And all he means by the scene is just like where they found him and the condition he was in.
Right.
It's not the actual
like where it happened.
Because at this point, they are not sure where he died, just that this is where we found him. This is what he looked like.
Okay.
It was believed that Dr. Nick was killed somewhere else, like I said, and the body was most probably discarded on the side of the road the night of September 28th, so the night before they found it, on the 29th. A black car, believed to be driven by the person of interest early in the investigation, was found at an office complex off of Sherwood Forest Boulevard on the morning of September 30th. So this stuff is kind of rolling out pretty quick.
Yeah.
The Baton Rouge Police Department had seen the vehicle and had even pursued it, but the driver allegedly had hit several parked cars before exiting the vehicle and was able to evade police. The police who were pursuing him never actually really saw what he looked like, so they weren't really even sure.
They didn't even have a kind of a clear description.
Mm-mm. There was really no indication of who the driver was, and they weren't really sure if that driver was the person of interest that they had at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're not sure if that was the same person. They're like, I don't know. So the crazier thing is that he had apparently, like, what led to pursuit was he had apparently backed into another police car.
Oh, wow.
And so that officer didn't initially come out saying, "Oh, he hit me and I know who he was." Like, he's not the one who pursued the guy. Like, they saw the car somewhere else and started pursuit.
Mm-hmm.
So now we've got Tangi, where they found the body. You know, their lead on the case until otherwise told they're not.
Right.
But now we're involving the East Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff's Office because, one, the pursuit that happened there, but also because Dr. Nick actually lived in Baton Rouge. Mm-hmm. So there was two reasons for that. And then it's also the belief of detectives that the car actually driven did belong to Dr. Nick. So I just want to make that kind of clear.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. I was like, was it indeed his car.
Yeah, so they're saying the
Okay.
black car is Dr. Nick's car. Or at least they believe it is.
Okay.
By October 2nd, that person of interest, 20-year-old Taryn Ishmael Thomas, was now considered a suspect and was arrested in Dallas, Texas. So when he evaded police, he took off all the way to Texas.
Yeah, he got out of Dodge.
He darted.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, bye-bye. The officer that he backed into in Baton Rouge was actually able to identify Thomas from a lineup.
Oh.
After they, figured out, oh, he hit me before you guys chased him.
Right. Let's put him in there with some random people, and he's like, that one right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So he was identified as the driver of the black car. This would lead to Thomas facing charges of aggravated criminal damage to property, resisting an officer, and unauthorized use of a motor vehicle since it was not his car. However, at that point, no one would actually be charged with the doctor's death. And I think it's important to note here that Thomas was not the alleged victim from that previous molestation charge I was talking about from 2015. So this is not the same person.
Okay.
In case anybody was thinking, oh, what, is this the kid coming back to get revenge because nothing ever happened? No, they're not the same people. They've verified this is not him. So a little something to tell everyone about 20-year-old Thomas. He is confirmed to be a TikTok personality known as Mr. Prada.
Oh.
He actually has 2 accounts on TikTok, apparently. And over those 2 accounts, there has been approximately 8.2 million followers.
That's a lot of followers.
And over 550 million likes.
I'm going to have to go look him up now.
Right? I haven't. Crazy enough.
Yeah.
I haven't even looked. But I'm like, what?
What?
I just put the H before the W.
Where?
What? My brother would be like, I know what that means.
Right.
What? Yeah. I was like, and here we are begging people.
Well, we almost have 40,000 followers. So
yeah,
not too bad. We got 250,000 likes.
It's fine. It's fine.
We get all the love on TikTok, but
yeah. Come love us some more.
Come love
everywhere.
us some more and share us on your TikTok.
That's right.
A little plug in the middle of there. All right, go ahead.
So, by January 15th, 2025, Mr. Prada was in court for a bond hearing.
Mm-hmm.
When he was initially booked into East Baton Rouge Parish Prison, he was charged with second-degree murder. But the charge was upgraded to first-degree murder due to the age of the victim.
Right.
So in Louisiana, the law allows that if a victim is either under the age of 12 or over the age of 65, you can charge them with first degree,
mm-hmm.
just based off of that. Of course, his bond is denied, and he is set to go in front of a grand jury the very next day.
Nice.
Yeah. Thomas's attorney, Stephen Sterling III, stated that social media has played a big role in how the case is perceived, obviously.
Right.
And he hopes that the public will not be quick to judge and will allow the process to play out. Don't know how well he's going to get his wish, but sheriff's office records say that Dr. Nick was last seen alive outside of Thomas's apartment complex. The very next day is when his body's found on the side of the road. And investigators allege that Dr. Nick was murdered inside Thomas's apartment. He lives off of Essen Lane in Baton Rouge.
Okay.
A search of his apartment would end in them finding several sharp objects, weapons, and even large amounts of the doctor's blood and DNA. No one really knows how they're connected. Like, what was he doing there? Don't know. How do they know each other? Don't know. So on the following day, when he goes before the grand jury, he does get indicted. And he's indicted on first-degree murder, obstruction of justice, aggravated criminal damage to property, and unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. He would get back into the courtroom on January 28th for his arraignment, and he would plead not guilty.
So I did look him up on TikTok.
Yeah.
And his last post was September 10th of 2024.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
And this was
September 28th is when the murder occurred.
Okay. So this was right before the murder occurred, his last post.
Like 18 days.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So if he is ultimately found guilty, he could definitely face the death penalty. They did have another bond hearing on July 10th, and he was again denied bond. His lawyer told WAFB that there is a litany of evidence that he will be scouring over the months leading to trial, and the next court date is October 8th. So we wait.
So we wait and find out.
Yes.
So I wonder if there was some situational ship going on between him and the doctor.
I don't know.
Because I'm flipping through his TikToks, you know, and he's very gender fluid.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a possibility. Either that or maybe the doctor was just counseling him or
maybe,
you know, something like that.
Because we did just express that he was
right.
You know, counseling people in
the LGBTQ community, right?
Mm-hmm. I always have to stop myself from saying, what's that guy's name? Chris. What's his last name? I can't remember. The one that calls everybody Shug. Hey, Shug.
Oh, yeah. I can't.
He always says the LGBTQ.
Yep, LGBTQ. That's. I was gonna say that, but I was like, I'll just say LGBTQ.
I love him. He's so funny. I love him. And so I have to stop myself from saying all the things of the people that I watch all the time.
We quote a lot of people.
Yeah, we do.
Well, I want to hear about that, and I'm gonna scroll through some more of his TikToks and see some stuff. Yeah, he's very young.
He does look. I mean, he's 20.
Yeah,
he's barely out of his teens.
Yeah.
There, he's still a young one, but I'm just like, what on earth? And I guess we're not going to really know much more than what's out there right now until the trial happens.
And you didn't go, oh, I'm going to go run it out. You didn't go, hey, I'm going to go clean up my apartment from all of the evidence that was left here.
Yeah.
No.
He just took off.
Yeah. That's a dumb criminal.
I mean, young people are pretty dumb.
Yeah.
They haven't lived enough life to know any better, you know, well, at least as far as that goes.
Right.
I don't know how many times I tell my kids, and I mean this in a positive way, like CYA, you need to cover your ass.
Yep.
Always. Like at work, wherever you are, you better have receipts.
Yep, absolutely.
Cover your booty. And they still don't.
They still do dumb things. Mine does. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, I'm not
Mhm.
telling you go out and murder somebody
No.
and
And then cover your
and then
ass.
cover your ass. No, that's not what I mean.
No.
I just mean in like day-to-day life, making sure that
Yeah.
like, you're not getting, at work getting talked to about something that you didn't even do because
Right. Like
they just thought it was you.
I had no involvement in that. Like I
Yeah.
was, here at that time.
Right. So it's like, that's why I say I'm like CYA all the time.
Yeah, there's on his last post, there's a lot of hateful things going on. And then there's a lot of free Mr. Prada going on.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be some interesting scrolling.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a whole rabbit hole
Mm-hmm.
that I tried to stay out of because I wanted to just like focus on this other part
Right.
for the moment. And then
Yeah.
I'll do my own doom scrolling.
The scroll of doom.
It happens every
Yeah.
night right before I pass out.
Oh, me too. I do it every single night. And I'm like, I'm going to try to go to bed early tonight. 10:30, I'm like, I've been doom scrolling for an hour and a half.
Right, exactly. That's exactly what I will look up and go, oh my God,
Right.
I have to go to sleep. turn my alarm on.
Right.
Put my phone down.
Like,
Stop it.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't need an alarm. I have a cat.
So look, we did something in Louisiana that wasn't in New Orleans. How about that?
But
So
New
proud of-
Orleans is so interesting.
Right. I just want to say not everything bad happens in New Orleans.
Yep.
That's all. Want to point that out.
True.
Kind of happens everywhere.
Shreveport and Baton Rouge.
Yeah, some days I have to wonder if Baton Rouge hasn't gotten worse.
Yeah. They had the highest murder rate
Yeah.
for like a good while.
yeah.
Even over like Chicago and Detroit.
Oof.
It was
I mean,
kind of bad there for a while.
People in Detroit got nothing else to do.
Right.
So,
They're like, might as well.
so that's real bad.
Yep. Yeah, I know. And it's just crazy because after Katrina, a lot of people were shifted around and then it went up from there. So it was just a whole crazy mess. But
yeah, it's still a crazy mess. But there's bad people everywhere.
There, absolutely. And that, like, even living out that way, even as a teenager, we always knew, like, you don't go in this section of Baton Rouge. You don't go over here in this section of this city or whatever. So, but it's still...
There are gas stations you don't go to in Baton Rouge. You don't stop.
Nope. You get out and Fred Flintstone it because,
Yeah. Push
you
your car.
need gas, keep going.
Yeah. Pass it right up.
Yep. Absolutely.
But, yeah, it is what it is, I guess. So, we'll update as soon as there is one, of course, because, I babysit all this stuff.
Absolutely.
And speaking of babies.
Oh, my gosh. The cutest baby whole, like, dump.
The photo dump
from
Patty Salzetta.
Her baby is so cute.
Yes. He's adorbs.
Yes.
And thank you for making our theme music, even though you were
Absolutely.
busy with the baby. You did such a great job.
We appreciate you.
So make sure you're sharing us. Share those links.
Yep.
Tell all your friends. Like, share, follow, everywhere.
All right. And you know what? We even have merch on Printify. Hold My Sweet Tea. And you can buy us a coffee.
So we can buy microphones.
Right. Buy me a coffee at Hold My Sweet Tea Podcast.
Buy me a microphone.
We're going to get new microphones soon, I promise.
Yeah, I'm going to get it anyway.
Right.
But
it's going to sound better. And we got to get a vlog camera too, or a camera that we can record on so we can start doing some...
I don't think we're going to do full episodes, but we're going to do stuff.
Shorts on YouTube, some like stuff on TikTok. Yeah. We'll load them on Reels. So we'll have some little things. We'll just take some little snippets of what we record out while we're recording ourselves and just put that. Because we're freaking hilarious. So you'll just
and that's
laugh.
what I said. We'll just we'll record the entire recording of the audio. So then you can see our funky faces and all that
Right.
fun stuff. Like, we'll just cut out the fun things and
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
throw it together for you.
And load up some little
Yeah.
little funny moments or interesting moments.
Yeah. And as usual, if you have anything you'd
Mhm.
like to share with us, or if you just want to say, hey, what up? You can message us on social media or email us at steeped@holdmysweettea.com.
Absolutely. And as always, Hold My Sweet Tea is a Drunken Bee production.
Bzz.
And just because we are dipping, and you guys stay safe out there while you're dipping.
While we're dipping.
While we're dipping.
When I dip, you dip, we dip.
Don't put your hand on my hip.
No. Stay safe. Don't put your hand on my hip. You get your ass kicked.
Yes. Don't forget to keep sipping. Bye.
Bye.